Hello and welcome to the first episode of Unemployed to Legend. My name is Craig, and coming up in today's episode is the beginning of our job search effectively as we look to work our way up from the football dole queue. So this series is quite simple. We start unemployed, as the name suggests, and we find our first club and work our way up the leagues until we end up at one of the big clubs in Europe and win major trophies. So in this series, I honestly have no idea what's going to happen. There could be sackings, there could be successes, failures. I suppose sacking really would be a failure. But for the first time ever, I will be doing effectively a save involving foreign clubs. I'm usually just someone who just stays with English clubs, but that will change with FM21 and this save specifically. So for this save, I have added a number of leagues just to show you. Of course, England, along with France, Germany, Italy, Scotland and Spain. So you've got the European Big Five and Scotland, along with Argentina and Brazil. I've just put them on view only because effectively I've just put them in for the regions. What do people on Football Manager call them? It doesn't matter, I'll find out later on. So for now, we're just going to be doing a job search. That's what this episode will be, as mentioned. And I've already had a quick look in the job centre, filtered it all down to manager and club manager positions. And of course the only ones available at the moment are English clubs: Chesterfield, Wigan and Derby. In fact, we're going to apply for all of them. Now, obviously, I mentioned that we want to work our way up through the leagues. So really, I don't really want to get Derby or Wigan at this stage because that's straight into the Football League. Especially with Derby, they're going to be looking straight for promotion to the Premier League. But who knows? We could end up with Chesterfield. I could end up in the lower leagues of France or Italy, to be honest. So, as confirmed here, I'm going to declare an interest in the Chesterfield job. That's the one I'm most interested in, to be honest with you. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'll show the interviews as they come up, if any come up. Until then, here's hoping we find a job very soon. So I hit continue literally twice, and Wigan want to give me a job interview. I mean, it's at League One, so always worth going through the process. This is the first interview I've actually had to do on FM21, so let's see how it's different. I like the little setting, you know, give me a nice little coffee while I come in, and trying to impress them enough to take the Wigan job. We've invited you along today so we can put forward our vision for the club and allow you to suggest any alterations for us to consider should we decide to hire you. Sweet. Can you explain why you appear to be in running for a few jobs right now? Because I'm that good? I just put my CV out there. By any means by any means necessary. I'm just going to go with that. We parted company with our manager much sooner than anybody anticipated. Can you offer assurances that we won't be in for a repeat of that? Yeah, it's a nice little promise. I know it's a promise, but at the end of the day, I don't anticipate leaving the club of my own will, by the way, within one season. How comfortable are you handling a team in administration? What? Are you in administration? Where's... under transfer embargo. Oh my god, so how the heck do they expect me to bring players in? I mean, that's their squad at the moment. I can't see their under 23s or anything. Oh, hang on, here we go. So they have a fairly sized squad. We've got a few under 23 players. Oh my god, I forgot Wigan were in dire straits. Good grief. completely forgot they came down, didn't they, from the Championship? I mean, not their fault, but still. Is to ignore anything but the football. No. We're up for it. Here is the club current vision. So play entertaining football. Better hope the players I have are able to do that then. Work within the wage budget, that's fine. Fight bravely against relegation. In other words, I won't even get sacked if they get relegated. So they kind of expect to go down to League 2. Ooh, be competitive, be competitive. Yep, okay. The expectations for the club to battle against relegation, is that fair? Do you think you can improve upon that somewhat? Yeah. Fight bravely against relegation, that's fine. Are there any requests you'd like us to consider should we decide to hire you? Usually I click no, but I just want to have a look at these. I'd like to expand the club's scouting range. No. Parent club. Okay. Okay. They don't want to do that then. Nope. 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 They can't afford any of that. Okay, so we've had the interview. Are you open to working abroad? It's a different question that I've never come across. Yes. Let's see if any jobs come up abroad as well. So the interview process basically is the same as what it was in FM20 or FM19. I'll let you know when they come back with a decision then, or when we apply for other jobs, especially abroad. Really would like to manage abroad, to be honest. We'll see what happens. So as soon as I saw this, I literally laughed out loud. I mean, why not? And my first job is going to be at League 1 Wigan, fight bravely against relegation, and just be competitive in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. Our transfer budget is 50k. What's the point? We have a transfer embargo. This is going to be very interesting. Oh, who cares about the relegation wage drop? It's not exactly important right about now. It's just getting my foot in the door. So, 2-year contracts, that's fine. Wage, fine. Excellent. We have our first club. And that should be confirmed. There you go. My first job is still in England. Oh my gosh. You know what? That's fine. It's a league it's a country I'm familiar with at the end of the day. I haven't managed in League 1 for several years. I think the last time I did this was 10 years ago with Brentford. And the expectations are low. Like, stupidly low. So if we can avoid relegation, then that's exactly the best way to start. Eyebrows have been raised? Yep, they always are, to be fair. It's the club background, 2.5 stars. Of course, Wigan did win the FA Cup back in 2013, so it's not like they have had poor history. They won League 1 in 2018, and they won League 2 in 97. Hopefully we won't have to go that far down, but, well, who knows. The Papa John's trophy is not really that important. Sorry, what? They won the Papa John's trophy? Oh, it's the EFL trophy. I thought it was the League Cup. Never mind. Yeah. So let's have a look at this. So they favour a 4-4-2. It's a very determined squad. A hot prospect, Charlie Jolly. I've heard of him. Captain Joe Garner. That's actually quite good. He's a very, very good player from what I remember. Garner, Keane, Crankshaw, Palmer, Evans, Solomon, Johnson, Tilt, Obi, Naismith and Jones is the best 11 apparently. We will go through this squad. That's the club vision that I've already agreed on. Scheduled press conference, yes, 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 to all of that. And there we go. We're only into the beginning of August and already I have a job. Here we go. Players Association have stepped in after no wages were paid to the players. They've paid the wages, but they've also placed an embargo upon any transfers until the money is repaid. Yikes. So apply recommended action tool. It's not like we can really change this. Oh, Asgard has actually been given they've been offered a new contract with 3.5 star potential for Thalo Asgard. Oh, that's going to be good. So what is his nickname? Thor? He's been at Wigan his entire career, so he's come through the youth system. Best position apparently as a right winger. Interesting. Let's see, the transfer budget is 50k, not important to be honest, there's an embargo. 64k wage budget! How much are they spending? That's a shame, because we've got room. Can we bring in loans at least? We'll do the tactical induction offline, I'll do that in a bit. And this, I will go through this once we've had a quick look through all the players. So let's have a look. So Lee Evans is our best player, central midfielder, 26 years old, to the prime of his career. He's played for Wigan in the Championship for the past few years, and that's going to be valuable. He's played at League One before. He's played in League One actually for Wigan, so he's definitely got experience at this level. He used to play for Wolves in the Championship. I was about to say he played for Wolves in the Premier League, but no, he hasn't. So he's going to be someone who hopefully will do a nice little job for us in the middle. Curtis Till, centre back, central defender, which is how I like to play them. He's on loan with us from Rotherham, so chances are for 1 year, then he'll probably go back. I'm just thinking, can I still bring in players on loan? Callum Lang, sorry, is 4-star. And who's he on loan at? Motherwell. Can we recall him? I might have to recall him, but for the moment we'll just have a look at these players who are actually at the club. So Kyle Naismith, I'll get his name right, left midfielder or left back. He can play either, to be honest. He's been at Wigan for a couple of years, he's played in the Championship and he's decided to stick around. Fair play to him. How old is he? 28, Scottish left back or left midfielder. Just looking at the squad, still quite a few young players here with some decent potential. I mean, yeah, Charlie Jolly, striker, advanced forward, very good, that's how I like them. He's only made 1 appearance for Wigan. He's come through the youth system. How old is he? He's 19. He'll more than likely get some game time. So just for potential's sake, Charlie Jolly, Darnell Johnson, who's on loan from Leicester. Interesting. Yeah, he's just come on loan from Leicester. He's also been on loan at Hibernian, made 1 appearance. How old is he? He's 21. And he can play right back. He can also play centre back apparently as well. He's capable on either. Excellent. So certainly he'll be someone who gives a bit of options at the back. Tom Pearce, 4.5-star potential. One of our better players as well. 22 years old. So where does he play? He's a left back, so that could push Naismith forward. Okay, squad depth. We will go through this once I've set up the actual tactic, to be honest, because once I've got through what the tactic's going to be, I'll have an idea of where we need to strengthen or where we can get rid of players, to be honest, because if we need to raise some funds, not that we can use them, then this will give me a good idea. So, I'll come back once I've got some transfers in or out and set up all the tactics. I forgot this is going to be a thing with clubs and administration. So we received a bid for Cal Naismith. Now I was about to reject this, but the administrators are like, nope, we are going to negotiate this and he's most likely going to go. Can we get out of the transfer embargo already? Just pay back the money that we owe. I want to bring in some players, because I can't even bring in any more on loan. So it's done. This is the squad we have, except for those who are going to go. Naismith's going to be one of them. The transfer embargo is lifted. Oh my goodness, thank goodness for that. Because we've been losing players almost hand over fist at this point. Cal Naismith, now Lee Evans, two of our best players. But the board have lifted the embargo because the takeover is complete. Dale Lucas has taken charge. He's wiped out the debt at the club and he now wants to get us back on a sound financial footing. So I now believe finances are okay. Oh, excuse me? 8.2 million. Excuse me a moment. I can operate the transfer window again. This is going to be fun. And so we come to the first game of the new season, which will be in the next episode. But now that we've got through pre-season, just a few quick notes. Now that we have new owners, and I can bring in players again. And get rid of players, so that I can actually bring players in to replace them. So based off that, we've only brought in a couple of players so far on loan. First up, Jude Russell, a right back on loan from Crystal Palace. It's just been brought in as cover really. Tom James will most likely be our starting right back going forwards. Originally I was going to play him at centre back, but unfortunately Curtis Tilt got injured. He was on loan to us and he's going to be out for 6 months. So I just thought, just send him back to Rotherham, because what's the point of keeping around a player who's on loan for 1 season and he's going to be out for 6 months? That's pretty much his season done because of how late it's starting. So Russell's going to come in and provide backup alongside us. Emeka Obi as backup for Tom James. Our other loanee, Anthony Glennon, left back from Burnley. He's going to potentially challenge our best left back, Tom Pearce, as he's pretty much just as good as him, to be honest. So certainly he's an improvement on Patrick Webber, who we have a loan offer from him, from a club in the National League, I think. I can't remember which team it is, so chances are Patrick Webber will probably go to them, get some game time, we'll see if he improves. But overall, squad wise, it's clearly improved a little bit, because the original season preview had us rock bottom of League 1. We're now showing 15th. Granted, we were as high as 12th, but that was before Curtis Tilt. His loan got terminated. So in his place, we are hoping to sign Teden Mengi on loan from Manchester United. Hopefully he'll be able to slot in. He's just as good, apparently, as Curtis Tilt, if not possibly even better. So if that's the case, hopefully he'll improve our defence, play alongside Darnell Johnson, and just give us that little boost at the back. Speaking of boosts, I'm going to need a serious boost in our dynamics, because I have no support from the players. I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but when I started this episode and before I did the job search, basically I put myself on the lowest form of qualification and the second to lowest managerial support. So I'm a National C licence, I believe. Does it actually say? Yep, National C licence, and I'm a professional footballer at local level only. So the players have no respect for me, as can be seen in managerial support. The team cohesion's got slightly better, even though it's still poor. Club atmosphere was good, it's now average. It just flits back and forth at the moment. And it doesn't help that one of my team leaders, Lee Evans, is unhappy at the sale of star player Cal Naismith. Well, I'm sorry, Evans. I had no option. It was taken out of my hands. I'd have rather kept Naismith, because then we wouldn't have had to brought Glenson in on loan. I've forgotten his name already. Is it Glenson? Glennon. Wow, I don't even know my own players' names. So, next episode, we will have the first games against Doncaster in the Carabao Cup. We're not expected to get past this, to be honest. This is literally just a first look at the team. I'm going to skip the Port Vale game in the Papa John's Trophy because the board don't care about that, and we'll get straight into the League One season away at Ipswich Town. Good God, where are Ipswich actually in the prediction? 6th, so they're expected to be in or around the playoffs. This is going to be a very, very interesting season. Again, just to reiterate, fight bravely against relegation. With no support from the players, this is going to be a job and a half. You can see the board are concerned already. It's going to be a fun season. If you've enjoyed that, hit the like button down below, especially as this is a new series. Let's just see if we can make this a success from the word go. Hit the like button down below, click subscribe. I'm aiming for 50 subs at the moment by, well, possibly the end of the year. I mean, it's only a month away now. 50 subs by the end of December. Let's get it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that. Make sure to click the notification bell as well for the next time that a video comes out on the channel. Until next time, guys, I will see you in the next video.